Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're going to be looking at the Elder Tree and kind of do a breakdown. I have gotten a lot of questions lately about how effective is the Elder Tree, how should I build the Elder Tree, what are the abilities in the Elder Tree. So we're going to go ahead and get this all set up and look at the Elder Tree itself. Again, we are on the pay to win account. So this is how I've specifically built my Elder Tree, which we will change a little bit. So essentially the first thing you want to look at in the Elder Tree is all of the classes. It is divided into 5 classes with the heroes you can see below. Ultimately, there are 3 skills per class. So as you can see right here on the bottom, you have 3 different skills that go up every 5 levels. So as you progress in the Elder Tree, every 5 levels are going to increase those actual abilities, these skills that are in the very bottom. So as you continue through the Elder Tree, essentially there is a specific way to build it. So when I first get into the Elder Tree, first thing I really focus on is the support. We actually take this Substance Tree all the way up to level 25, followed by the Ranger Tree. So this is the Celerity Tree or the Ranger Tree. These are all the Ranger class specific heroes. So taking that up to 25 and then going and building the rest of the tree. Now this method of actually going through and building all of the different branches up to level 25 really do 2 things. One, it unlocks all 3 abilities. So essentially when you hit level 5, you'll unlock the first ability. When you hit level 10, you will actually unlock the second ability. Then it goes back, levels this one up to 20. Level 25 will unlock this final ability, which you want in all of the trees. For a majority of trees, that's as high as you need to take them. A lot of players leave the Mage Tree at 25. A lot of players leave the Tanking Tree at 25. That's essentially where they stay for the time being. Now, once you get past 25 is where the Elder Tree really starts getting interesting, because in addition to each of the stats, the skills and abilities they gain down here, there is a boosted support abilities, as you can see here. Well, there are 2 specific stats that go up depending on the tree. For the support tree, we have dodge and haste. As we know, haste is the most important attribute in the entire game. The faster the haste, the faster they attack, the faster they ult, the faster everything goes. That is why the God tier team is so successful, is the haste that it brings. Some of the trees that are disappointed, the Sorcery Tree, crit, great, of course. Lilith does not give this tree haste. They in turn give this tree dodge. With the amount of dodge that sorcery specs or mages have, it's not even really worth having the dodge in here, especially leveling it up. That is one of the main factors on why people keep this tree at level 25 is the dodge factor in it. You do get a little bit more stats, you do get a little bit more crit, but overall the subset or the sub attribute of dodge, if that was haste, it would make the tree very powerful, but they in turn put dodge. Same with the Might Tree or the Warrior Tree. They actually put Life Leech into this tree. We know the Maulers are very specific when it comes to Life Leech. Even a couple of the new relics have the Life Leech ability. One big drawback with the Life Leech ability is, unfortunately, if a hero is shielded, if the warrior does not do damage to the target, the Life Leech ability does not do anything. Unfortunately, it is a big problem that a lot of players face with the Life Leech. And that's one of the major drawbacks to the Maulers, is they are very sufficient when it comes to Life Leech, not having very much support other than Nimitsu, but the Life Leech ability can be negated with shields. Next one we look at is Fortitude. Fortitude brings haste again, but this is for the tanking class. Meaning looking at the damage heroes in here, you really have Damon, Arthur. There isn't very many heroes in here that are really going to be solid tanks that need the haste to build up. If you look at Lucius, Hendrik, Brutus, Greg, all of those will benefit with the tree being 25 with the skills that they have at 25, but there's no reason really to go above 25. The big reason I built this to 26, I wanted to show you guys, is in addition, when you're building your tree to level 25, so let's say it's at level 1, you're going to level 25, it will essentially cost less and less Twisted Essence as you're building into tree. Once you hit level 25, it is 750 essence to level it up to 26. Once you level it up to 26, the essence that it requires to level up past 26 is 800 essence. As you can see right here, I have 300 of 800. Every single level going above that is 800 essence. Right here, to go from 64 to 65 is another 800 essence. So essentially, once you get to a point, you're getting 250, 300 essence per day out of the tree, meaning you only get it every 2 days. So it's going to take roughly 6 days to level up these branches of the elder tree, requiring 800 essence for each tree. So it does take a very, very big investment. That is why a lot of times when it comes to the tree, when it comes to chests, when it comes to resources, even with the Abyssal Expedition, we say go for the Twisted Essence, because Twisted Essence is a resource that is very, very scarce. If you're doing a little bit less damage in the Twisted Realm, you might not even get that much Twisted Essence over the course of 2 days, which is again the reason it really makes it a strong priority. All right, so stage 2, we have all of the trees at 25 right now, theoretically, so we all have them at 25. This is where you want to start leveling them up different. So essentially, the first time you want to start leveling them up every 5 levels to unlock the additional skills and abilities that are in the bottom. Once you hit 25, there is actually more of a specific way to level up the Elder Tree, and this has to do with the substats. For instance, we're going to start with the Substance Tree, haste plus 12. So at 37, they get the bonus to haste, which is what you want. So they get a big bonus to haste at 37. Once you get above 25, at 37, 47, 62, and 77, they get the boost to that substat, which is what you want to build. So essentially from 37, when I start building the hero tree higher for the substance tree, I'm going to take 37. I'm going to go to level 47, not worrying about these sub skills in the bottom, but focusing on the haste that I'm going to get out of here, taking the tree from 37 to 47. Similar, again, the mage tree, crit goes a little bit higher as you're leveling it up. The subset of the dodge doesn't really make that big of a difference. That is why, again, a lot of players do keep this mage tree at 25. If you are going above 25, again, 37, 47, 62, and 72 are the main ones that you want to look at that are going to add to that crit overall. But when you look at the mage tree specifically, 3 crit is very, very low in comparison to the classes that have 3 haste. The crit will help a little bit, but not really that much. Same with the might tree, so the warrior tree. I have this at 38. We just went above 37. 2 main reasons to build the warrior tree. Their names are Saurus and Isolde. They are 2 super, super powerful boss killers. So as you continue to progress, you will have to raise up the might tree to give them more attack and more survivability with the defense and with the hit points, as well as the life leech and the accuracy. You don't want them missing. You want them doing life leech, again, because the majority of the time with bosses, the bosses do not shield themselves, meaning you can kill them relatively quick with that life leech ability. In addition, with the might tree, it is the same. 37, 47, 62, and 77 does give the boost to life leech. So since we've already hit the 37 mark here, we've moved to level 38. We're actually going to take this level all the way to 47 to buff up a little bit of life leech. But ultimately, the big one here, when you look at the heroes that make up this dynamic, you have Alna, you have Saurus, you have Isolde, you have Zolrath, really, really strong in the might tree. A lot of them, a lot of players don't use. You have Cirrus, you have Kasos, you have Rigby, you have Estrilda, you have Queen. A lot of the heroes within this might tree are not utilized. But again, once you go above 25, you want to go all the way to 37 to get that substat, as well as the attributes that it adds there. Same with the Fortitude tree. Once you get above 35, you want to actually go up to that next tier, which is the level 37. So essentially looking at it, at 32, we'll give you 2 haste. At 37, we'll give you 5 haste. 47, 62, and 77. And then 102 actually gives you another haste boost when it comes to the Fortitude tree. So ultimately, again, leveling this up in the subsets Instead of going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 like we did before, you're actually going to be leveling these up based on this secondary stat. And of course, these will level up as they go up. As you can see here, there is unlocks at level 30, unlocks at 35, unlocks at 40. But ultimately, going to those subsets, those level 37 with the skills, will provide the sub skills, especially when it comes to the substance tree, which is the main priority. The final one we look at is the Celerity Tree. So as we know with our Ranger class, our Celerity class, they live on dodge. One of the biggest drawbacks is you cannot dodge magic. So even though this tree has a ton of dodge in here, as well as the dodge that are on the specific heroes, physical damage they can dodge, magic damage they cannot, meaning if they're going toe-to-toe with a physical hero, very, very good. If they're going toe-to-toe with a magic hero, most of the time they will get burned down very, very quickly, which is one of the reasons why the survivability with heroes going into melee range is very, very detrimental. When you look at your heroes like Thane, when you look at any of the heroes that go directly into the enemy side, such as the ones on the bottom, you look at the Nakarurus, you look at the Joker, you look at the Ezio. If they cannot survive the magical damage, you're going to lose the hero very, very quickly, meaning that you have to build them up strong enough to survive, to overcome essentially offsetting the magical damage that they're taking. And that is what I do here by building up the Celerity Tree. So we're actually taking the Celerity Tree much, much higher than any of the other trees. But remember, when you're 26 and above, it's 800 essence for every level. But again, we have taken this very, very high. So two other things you really want to note with the Elder Tree when it comes to the skills are the Ranger skills. So one of the main ones is Maim. After dealing damage to an enemy with lower than 50% health, heroes receiving this blessing will deal an additional 190% damage that cannot be dodged. Meaning this is going to hit every single hero, or it is going to hit the hero that they're on, and it is going to provide a big, big damage boost that cannot be dodged. So a lot of heroes, when you're facing them in the campaign, and they're much, much higher, 100 levels plus, their dodge is really, really high. This is an ability that can take those targets out very, very effective. Also, we look at impeding danger. When the health of the hero falls below 50% for the first time, they get dodge and haste. Remember, we said earlier, haste is the most powerful attribute in AFK Arena. So they get a big boost to haste when their health falls. And then, of course, the rapid surge. If a hero receiving this blessing deals damage to an enemy 5 seconds prior to the death, they get health. And look at the haste, guys. A haste buff of 140 points. That's right, not here with 15 points, 140 points, which will make the heroes absolutely supercharged in the Ranger spec. If they kill a hero with this ability, it is very, very powerful when they get this blessing, then kill a hero to get that huge, huge boost to haste. So looking here, also at the substance tree, is if you look at a lot of the heroes that we have, they are the main support heroes, which again, this gives not only shielding ability, which is awesome, it also gives them an additional heal, which is very, very strong. And it also gives them a one-time energy boost, which is good. So as you're leveling up this tree as well, you're getting more heals, you're getting more shields, you're getting more energy. They're getting an immunity to crowd control. So the substance tree is very, very important. So looking at all 5 branches themselves, the 2 that I would recommend really building is, of course, the substance and the Celerity Tree. The third tree that I would focus on is the Might Tree. Again, when it comes to the Twisted Realm, when it comes to AE bosses, when it comes to building out this tree, you really want to maximize the damage on the heroes you have in here. The boss killing heroes are the really big focus when it comes to the Might Tree. For the Mage Tree and for the Sorcery and the Fortitude Tree, you can go ahead and leave those at 25. They will do well at 25. Just keeping them there for the resources while you build the priority of the substance and the celerity tree. So guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. I've had a lot of questions recently about the elder tree. I've wanted to go ahead and pop this up. That is how I break down and how I build the elder tree. So again, once you get above that 25 mark, start looking for the 37s, the 47s, and so on and so forth, getting those substats of skills, especially when it comes to the substance tree and the celerity tree. So guys, again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.